Good Monday morning. Sad news from Hollywood overnight.
Actress Hayden Panettiere has died at the age of 36. It is August 17th. This is Today. Shocking loss. Police investigating the sudden death of Golden Globe nominee Hayden Panettiere, who grew up on camera.
Why do you dress so weird?
With starring roles in beloved films and TV shows. Panettiere found unresponsive at her South Carolina home. Her father calling it unimaginable. Her former co-stars paying tribute to her talents. We'll have the very latest. Long road to recovery.
I'm going to lose everything. I just paid my house off.
People in flood-ravaged Indiana returning home to historic devastation. Meanwhile, on Hawaii, a disaster declared after a rare hurricane destroys homes and wipes out power to tens of thousands. The National Guard called in. We're there live. Sounding the alarm. New concerns about conditions aboard the USS Lincoln. President Trump downplaying that aircraft carrier's record deployment while making this claim about the months-long war with Iran.
Pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States.
Live reports from the region and the White House just ahead. Ballroom battle. The fight over President Trump's project now heading to the Supreme Court. The administration fighting a judge-ordered halt on construction. Why the White House is saying it's beyond the point of no return. All that, plus leap of faith. This dramatic moment, a woman escapes a burning high-rise by jumping from her 11th floor apartment right into the arms of a firefighter below. We'll take you inside the brave rescue. On the mend, Dolly Parton's new message about her health after missing another major event at Dollywood.
So my national doctor has kind of clipped my wings, saying you ain't traveling this week.
Straight ahead, what the country queen wants her fans to know. And picture perfect. Jenny Lou winning the coveted title of World's Ugliest Dog.
Yeah! There she is!
And this adorable pug setting tails and tongues wagging, celebrating with us live right here in Studio 1A today, Monday, August 17th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today. So glad you've decided to start your Monday morning with us. So glad you decided to start your week with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Chanel in for Savannah a little early today.
And it is a busy morning as well, and a lot to get to. Let's start with this. Take a look at the scene in Hawaii in the wake of destruction from Hurricane Lala, now a tropical storm. Officials say at least one woman has died after a flash flood swept her home away.
Meanwhile, there was even more flooding in Indiana after a week of relentless storms there. Some neighborhoods still underwater this morning. The heavy rain ripping apart roads and bridges. We've got full coverage coming up.
But we begin with that breaking news overnight, the death of Hayden Panettiere, the star of hit shows like Heroes and Nashville.
The actress, just 36 years old, found unresponsive in her South Carolina home. Police overnight saying they have not found any signs of foul play, though. NBC's Steve Patterson has been covering the news since it first broke overnight. He joins us now from Los Angeles. Steve, good morning to you. What do we know at this point?
Hey, Craig. Hey, guys. Yeah, the news has shocked the entertainment industry. Hayden Panettiere has been part of Hollywood for so long with major acting roles in shows and movies, starting when she was just a child. Now police are investigating and her fellow actors are paying tribute after the star passed away this weekend at the age of 36.
This morning, an investigation is underway into the shocking death of actress Hayden Panettiere. on for cardiac arrest.
Overnight, police in Greenville, South Carolina, saying they responded to a report of an unresponsive female, later identified as Panettiere. She was pronounced dead at the scene, authorities not yet providing a cause of death. Overnight, her father calling her tragic passing an unimaginable loss, writing she was an incredible light and a force of nature.
But you're still weak on the left side.
Panettiere was a working actress most of her life, first stealing the spotlight in Remember the Titans.
Why do you dress so weird?
Single coolest thing to happen.
But it was 2006 when Panettiere shot to global fame in the hit NBC show Heroes.
This is Claire Bennett.
As a high school cheerleader with healing powers.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Stopping by today to talk about the phenomenon.
I think it's such an incredible collaborative group show.
Later, she took the role of an ambitious young country star for 6 seasons in the musical drama series Nashville, earning 2 Golden Globe nominations. In recent years, Panettiere was open about her personal struggles. She became a mother in 2014 with her then partner, professional boxer Vladimir Klitschko, later giving him full custody of the child after 4 years, recently sharing that she'd been struggling with addiction and postpartum depression.
That's why I turned to substances, because the anxiety that I started having the panic attacks that I started having.
Also coping with the death of her brother Jansen in 2023 from heart complications.
When you lose somebody that you saw in all the important moments in your life, it just rocks your world.
In the months before her death, Hayden seemingly on a more positive path, promoting her new book and sharing interactions with fans. Now, Hollywood remembering the young star, Viola Davis posting a moving tribute, writing, "I wish the world had more time with you."
It's so sad, Steve. At this point, what more do we know about this investigation into her death?
So, Craig, the Greenville Police Department said overnight that the preliminary investigation hasn't indicated any signs of foul play or suspicious circumstances. The department says it was an acquaintance of Panettiere who placed that 911 call. Craig.
Okay. Steve Patterson starting us off there in Los Angeles. Steve, thank you.
Another major story we're following this morning. Severe weather. This morning, the long road to recovery is just beginning from that historic and deadly flooding in the Midwest and Indiana, while Hawaii picks up the pieces from a rare hurricane strike. We have it all covered for you this morning, starting with NBC's Maggie Vespa. She joins us from Indianapolis. Good morning to you, Maggie.
Chanel, good morning. You can see part of this neighborhood here still under some low-level flooding, but the water has receded drastically overnight, thankfully. Where I'm standing right now was actually totally submerged just 12 hours ago. Now, state officials say these historic floods and storms over the last week, claiming at least 7 lives, and as we've seen firsthand, leaving a stunning path of destruction. After a days-long deluge, people in Indiana this morning waking up to a devastating reality. Historic weekend flooding swallowed entire neighborhoods in Indianapolis and destroying homes.
I'm going to lose everything, and I just paid my house off.
Our team witnessing countless rescues.
I was trying to put stuff up on tables, chairs, and then these guys showed up and to rescue me, and I had to go.
The water making transportation difficult, bridges collapsing, and roads cut off. First responders ordering residents out of this apartment complex Sunday after raging floodwaters destroyed the road around it.
This is nuts.
It follows a week's worth of storms that turned deadly across multiple states. Among the victims, 19-year-old Matthew Morey. Morey's family confirms search crews found his body in the raging Mississinewa River Saturday, days after the incoming Purdue freshman jumped off a bridge with friends.
The water line is halfway up the couch.
With water receding, career ICU nurse Louisa Senor showing us the muck and mud caking her floors, bathtub, and home. When you saw how your home looked, how did that hit you?
It was what I had expected. It was difficult. It's just stuff, you know, it can all be replaced.
So many hard conversations over this last week. President Trump over the weekend greenlighting FEMA aid for Indiana. And we talked to a lot of people over the last several days whose homes were flooded and they don't have flood insurance, or among those who do, some telling us they're learning hard truths about how many of their possessions aren't covered under their plan. So suffice it to say that government aid is needed. Chanel.
Absolutely. All right, Maggie, thank you.
Also this morning, the remnants of Hurricane Lala are moving away from Hawaii after battering the Big Island and Maui over the weekend. Dozens of homes damaged, tens of thousands still without power this morning. NBC's Morgan Chesky has made his way to Hawaii's Big Island for us. Morgan, good morning to you.
Yeah, Craig, good morning. And a tough morning for so many people all across the Big Island amid the aftermath of Hurricane Lala that has knocked out power to thousands, as you can see, knocked down plenty of trees and power lines as well. And this morning, officials are giving us a better glimpse as to what these islands have endured, saying that there are still communities right now that are completely cut off.
This morning, emergency crews across Hawaii pushed to the brink. Lala passing by just south of the island as a Category 1 hurricane, unleashing drenching rains and damaging winds. This driver capturing a frightening close call as the storm toppled a tree right onto her car. The governor confirming more than 100 homes damaged or destroyed, prompting officials to issue a major disaster declaration. The storm, which weakened to a tropical storm overnight, dumping more than 3 feet of rain over the weekend. Hawaii's National Guard saving 2 paramedics trapped inside their own truck before it, too, was washed away. All that water wreaking havoc island-wide.
Oh, my God.
Swift currents washing out roads, water and debris overpowering highways. In Hilo, floods churning, and drone video capturing roads completely submerged. The highest rainfall total from this storm, more than 42 inches along the Big Island's northeast coast. Winds there reaching more than 70 miles an hour, ripping roofs off buildings. And thousands remain without power. Back on the Big Island, Wendell Causey spent Sunday clearing down trees after riding out the storm alongside his granddaughters, Kailea and Kella.
What were you telling the grandkids as this one moved in?
Yeah, they kept asking, is this the storm? Is this the storm? Yes, but trying to keep it so that it's not so scary.
Did you take care of the baby with the storm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
After losing their home to Hurricane Iniki back in 1992, the family grateful to have survived a rare second Hawaiian hurricane.
And this morning, officials say that they are grateful that the path of Lala has shifted and spared a direct hit on the islands. However, they're urging residents to steer clear of flooded areas until crews can get back into those hard-hit spots and get a full assessment of the damage here. Greg.
All right. Morgan Chesky for us there on the Big Island in Hawaii. Morgan, thank you.
All right, let's bring in Dylan, who's in for Al this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We'll get to the remnants of Lala in just a second, but we do have some more heavy rain moving out of Indiana and moving into northern parts of Kentucky. Lots of cloud-to-ground lightning, torrential downpours, too, and also some spotty showers and storms peppered across the interior parts of New York and into Pennsylvania, too. We have flood watches in effect because as this rain moves eastward, the ground is pretty saturated. That could lead to more flooding. The flooding we're seeing is mostly river flooding at this point, especially all across Indiana where those red dots are. That's where the rivers are at moderate flood stage, so well above the banks. So anyone in low-lying areas along the banks of those rivers will end up still dealing with that flooding. It takes a while for that flooding to recede. We also have a couple of areas where we'll see some stronger storms today, one in the upper Midwest, one in the southeast, damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour, some large hail, too. Tomorrow that shifts over into Iowa and northern Missouri, some heavier storms move just north of Chicago tomorrow, too. Additional rainfall of about 1 to 3 inches. Again, with the ground already saturated, that could lead to more flooding. Here is Lala, now back to a tropical storm. It's going to continue to move to the west. It is no longer a threat to Hawaii, even though it should strengthen back into a Category 1 hurricane. It will stay out over the water, so we will see improvements as the surf starts to calm down, too, around Hawaii. So things are improving there.
Okay. All right, Dylan, we'll come back to you in just a few moments. Meanwhile, we turn now to the ongoing debate over conditions for service members aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln. The White House weighing in once again, while also facing a key deadline in the push to end the war with Iran. NBC's Matt Bradley is in Tel Aviv. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. So the president this morning is posting he's still focused on Iran not getting a nuclear weapon, but he's facing another potential battle on the high seas as Democratic lawmakers take aim at these extra long naval deployments. This morning, the Trump administration responding to growing attention to conditions for sailors deployed in the war with Iran, after family from some service members aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln raised alarm about deteriorating conditions on board the aircraft carrier, which has been at sea for a record of more than 240 consecutive days. And multiple U.S. officials told NBC News there have been concerning man overboard incidents. CENTCOM Commander Bradley Cooper visiting the ship, later acknowledging that long service at sea is, quote, uniquely challenging and tough, but saying the Lincoln has, quote, the lowest number of cases related to mental health of any active carrier. And in a Wall Street Journal op-ed calling stories about issues on board, quote, old news. The Pentagon confirming last week that one sailor did go overboard on the ship and is now receiving care. The USS George Washington now steaming toward the Middle East to relieve the Lincoln, which is set to return to San Diego, while Democrats have continued to call for more information.
Deep problem here is that this administration did not plan for this war.
President Trump dismissing concerns about long deployments in the region over the weekend.
Has the deployments gone on too long? No. Not nearly long enough.
While Iran has said no talks are ongoing, the president referencing a U.S. takeover of the key waterway at the center of the diplomatic struggle.
Pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States.
Iran fired back with a joke, a prominent member of parliament mocking the president for hiding in a catering vehicle at an airport in Turkey to avoid an Iranian security threat. The U.S. president ought to worry about his own security, wrote Ibrahim Azizi, before he ends up hiding in a food truck. And according to that ceasefire treaty the president signed several months ago, today was originally the date when Iran and the U.S. were supposed to reach a comprehensive peace deal. But it looks like the continued war is blowing past that deadline. Craig?
Matt Bradley in Tel Aviv for us. Matt, thank you.
Meantime, the Trump administration is now asking the Supreme Court to step in after an appeals court ordered most construction tied to the president's ballroom project halted by the end of the week. NBC's Ryan Nobles is at the White House with the new developments. Ryan, good morning to you. What's the latest?
Hey, Chanel, good morning. The administration is asking the Supreme Court to allow construction to proceed after an appeals court ruled that the president needed congressional authorization to build the complex. President Trump is arguing that the ballroom is just part of what will be a massive underground military complex with medical facilities and bomb shelters. And that is why Trump says it is, quote, a desperately needed national security structure. Now, the court ruled that construction could continue on the underground site, but not on the above-ground ballroom. President Trump says neither section works without the other and is all one highly integrated unit. And we are now starting to get some new images of what it may all look like. In one of the new renderings, you can actually see a drone port on the ballroom's roof. The outside also appearing to have a large golden presidential seal, and the inside heavily accented and gilded in gold, as is the president's trademark. The administration says construction is about 2/3 of the way through. Craig?
So Ryan, this ballroom battle that we're talking about here, all of it coming right after the White House just finished to confirm Todd Blanche as the Attorney General, also looks like we might be getting a bit of a preview of what Blanche's tenure could look like based on some new comments. What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Craig, as the president's former attorney, concerns were raised about whether he could remain independent, as most attorneys generals have been in the past. He was asked about those worries by our colleague Kristen Welker on Meet the Press over the weekend.
Can you pledge that the Justice Department will always act independently of the White House?
Well, there's a big difference between saying we will always do our job and investigate any case and act independently of the White House. No, I'm not going to pledge that, and no attorney general should ever pledge that.
Now, Blanche went on to say that he would take the president's view on a case or issue into consideration, also adding that President Trump has never asked him and never will to do anything illegal or unethical. Craig?
Ryan Nobles from the White House for us. Ryan, thank you.
All right, let's get the rest of Dylan's forecast now.
Good morning again, guys. Besides the stronger storms we will see in the upper Midwest and the scattered showers and storms in the Northeast, we also have sweltering temperatures down south all along the Gulf Coast, down through Texas, over into Florida. It's going to feel like it's about 115 degrees today. It's sunny and pretty hot out west, too, highs in the 90s. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
They asked him, how long do you go to school to be a surgeon? You know, and he's like 54 years or whatever. It's like And they asked me, they're like, how long to be a comedian? I was like, you're good now, so.
Oh, we're back, 7:30. Classic bit of stand-up there from Nate Bargatze. We're showing this, folks, because Nate just set a Guinness World Record thanks to his comedy. And look who's back to tell us all about it. Carson Daly, as we live and breathe.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to be back.
2 weeks.
I'm excited about Nate. Nate's one of the funniest comedians out there. He's great. Yeah, he broke 84 venue records. I'll tell you more later, but it's a big milestone, too.
Right.
So.
Good to have you back.
Thank you. It is great to be back.
We do have a busy half hour ahead on this Monday. We're going to start with a trial nearly 30 years in the making.
Yeah, opening remarks are set to begin today, and the Tupac Shakur murder case is now a 63-year-old man is tried for the killing of the rap icon.
NBC's Dana Griffin joins us with the very latest. Good morning to you.
Hey, guys, good morning. Authorities say Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was the shot caller in Tupac Shakur's murder back in 1996. Now he is finally set to stand trial for one of the biggest murder mysteries as lawyers look to lay out what really happened the night Tupac was fatally shot. This morning, the long-awaited trial for the man accused of orchestrating Tupac Shakur's murder is set to begin in Las Vegas. Today, a jury made up of 6 men and 10 women will hear opening statements as they decide if Dwayne Davis should be convicted for his alleged role in the crime. The trial comes nearly 30 years after the drive-by shooting that killed the rap icon. Shakur and music executive Suge Knight were in a black BMW when prosecutors say Davis and 3 others pulled up beside them near the Vegas Strip and someone opened fire. Investigators do not believe Davis was the gunman, but they do say he planned the murder as an act of retaliation after Shakur and Knight assaulted Davis's nephew in a nearby casino earlier that night.
That's just the way it is.
Despite Shakur's fame and public interest in the case, his murder went unsolved for years, spawning conspiracy theories and becoming one of the music industry's biggest mysteries. That was until Davis began openly discussing his involvement in the shooting.
Who shot Tupac?
To keep it from the cold of the streets. It just came from the backseat for him.
Davis even writing about that night in his own memoir, saying, "Them jumping on my nephew gave us the ultimate green light to do something. Tupac chose the wrong game to play."
Appreciate your cooperation, okay?
Police arrested Davis in 2023, charging him with Shakur's murder. The now 63-year-old has pleaded not guilty. His defense team argues his past statements were fabricated, but Shakur's family members believe them.
He was admitting his role in my cousin's murder, but not only was he admitting it, but it seemed like he was bragging about it.
Now it's up to a jury to decide what really happened and if Davis should be held responsible for the death of one of hip-hop's biggest stars.
Dana, what kind of strategies might we see from both sides during this trial?
Yeah, that's a great question, Chanel. Legal experts say the crux of this case really lies in Davis's own words, including statements he gave to Los Angeles police in 2008 while they were investigating Biggie's murder. Davis signed an agreement to not be prosecuted, but prosecutors argue that by him talking about his involvement in interviews and even his own memoir, that proffer agreement is no longer valid. As for the defense, legal experts point to a few options. They could argue that his public statements were fabricated, he had an alibi, or that the shooting was self-defense. Guys.
All right, Dana, thank you.
30 years.
Hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
Seems like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of questions still out there, guys. Coming up next, Dolly Parton is speaking out about her health after a quite noticeable absence from a big event at Dollywood over the weekend. Joe Fryer will share the music legend's new message to her many, many fans right after this.
My coat of many colors.
And And we're back now with a new message from music legend Dolly Parton.
Yeah, she's sharing a health update after she missed out on the opening of a new attraction at Dollywood.
NBC's Joe Fryer is here with that story. Joe, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Dolly's trademark candor and wit were, of course, not lost in her latest video message, while also reassuring fans all is well on the medical end of things. She says her butterfly wings are just getting tired.
I'm supposed to be there in person like we planned.
The Queen of Country is sharing another health update in true Dolly fashion.
So my national doctor has kind of clipped my wings, saying you ain't traveling this week.
Over the weekend, Dolly Parton skipped out on the opening day of Dollywood's newest attraction in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Always promising to keep fans in the loop, she surprised them with a video message.
Now, I've told you before, all my fans, that I've had a few little health issues, and sometimes I get a little dizzy and I get dehydrated.
The latest news is prompting an outpouring of support.
Dolly, we hope that everything's okay, and we hope we see you next time.
From fans who missed their chance to see the global icon in person,
you know desperately she would have been here,
to those just extending their love.
Imagine being Dolly, not able to attend your event, feeling like you're letting down your fans.
Parton's absence comes amid ongoing health concerns. She missed the premiere of her symphonic concert earlier this summer and canceled her highly anticipated Las Vegas residency in May.
The bad news is, it's going to take me a little while before I'm up to stage performance level.
She revealed on Instagram her longtime struggle with kidney stones.
But seriously, my immune system and my digestive system got all out of whack over the past 3 years.
Though the 80-year-old singer still remains true to her iron butterfly persona.
So, all is going well on the medical end of things, and I continue working away on all of our other projects.
The savvy businesswoman is also reminding those watching of her other upcoming ventures, from the Broadway musical Dolly.
This really is a dream come true.
To Parton's Life of Many Colors Museum, chronicling her life from her Smoky Mountain childhood to now, located inside the singer's Songteller Hotel in Nashville. The 11-time Grammy winner even owns a rest stop in Tennessee, which opened in June.
It's not just any gas station, it is Dolly Parton's travel stop.
All a testament to the 9-to-5 singer's strength, will, determination to keep going.
You have fun, and I will see you down the road.
Keep in mind, the summer heat in Tennessee did reach triple digits the day Dolly was expected to attend in person. She also mentioned in the video that she was well enough to attend the ride's original opening in May and again in June. Both were postponed just to ensure the attraction was totally safe for guests to ride. I thought the butterfly wings were a lovely touch there. Yes. A little Dolly touch as she was talking to
Peak Dolly.
I mean, she just has such a busy schedule, you know, and so I think, you know, obviously she needs to take the time to take care of herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every month there's something that she's behind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Our thoughts, exactly. Our thoughts and prayers always with Dolly.
Thank you, Joe.
Dylan, speaking of the heat that Joe was just talking about, look at that map.
Yeah, and we do still have heat advisories across Tennessee, but also some heat warnings, including parts of Arkansas stretching down into Mississippi, over into Alabama and the Southwest. We also have that heat that is very, very high as well. But it's the southern heat that's also dealing with the humidity that's making it feel that much worse. Memphis will feel like 111 today. Augusta, 109. Even up into Norfolk, it'll feel like 103. Just stifling air. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Stay in the air conditioning as much as you can, even if that means going to the movies or the mall, just somewhere to stay cool, because this is dangerous heat. Lafayette tomorrow will feel like 112. Pensacola will feel like 110 degrees. Unfortunately, this is the story all week long. Temperatures in Texas will be above 100 degrees, and when you factor in all that humidity, it will feel like it's around 107 on Wednesday in Waco. Memphis will feel like 110 on Wednesday. Even into Charlotte, we're feeling like 100 degrees on Thursday. So that's going to be the story all week. Scattered showers and storms across the Northeast today, and keep an eye out for some stronger storms across the upper Midwest this afternoon. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast.
Slowly but surely, we're all coming back. You're back from Alaska. Carson's back.
Creeping to the woodwork.
Is back. We're going to see her in a second.
Yep. All right, guys, how about a little stand-up to get us started? This comedian has just made history.
She started selling stuff online on Facebook Marketplace, And I found this out from a guy at my front door. She doesn't sell used cars. There's not like a big money coming in. She sells stuff that should be thrown away. She sold an old kid's folding chair for $5. Best case scenario, we receive $5.
That's so funny. Well, it looks like you're going to be making a little bit more than $5 there, Nate. The comedian just setting a Guinness World Record for most comedy tickets sold for a stand-up comedy tour with over 2 million. That number surpasses the record that was previously held by Jeff Dunham. And the feat took only 16 months and 10 days across 128 venues. And over the weekend, Nate was presented with the honor on stage at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. So big congratulations going out to Nate. We'll keep an eye out for that plaque, probably soon to be on Facebook Marketplace for $7.
He's so laid back and so humble that you almost underestimate his reach, but he's huge.
And he's deserving of it.
Exactly.
Everyone thinks he's funny.
And I also love the fact that he's clean.
Yeah.
It's just good, clean comedy. He doesn't have to use a bunch of profanity and take pot shots.
And look how that works out for him. You know? That's good. All right, well, there's much more ahead, including a boost from Jenna. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. We have a sweet one, a military family reunion with a very touching twist. Right after this.
We are back with Jenna in a Monday morning boost to start off the week.
Okay, you guys, this boost has two beautiful moments, and a video is going viral showing 68-year-old Barb Ewers celebrating her last chemotherapy appointment for breast cancer. And her granddaughter, who's currently serving in the Air Force, could not miss the moment.
Welcome to your last treatment. Hi.
I mean, you just hit us with the twofer there.
The twofer, it's all the emotions.
Reunion.
Her granddaughter Faye said she drove 7 hours through the night from Joint Base Andrews in Maryland to be there in Ohio for her grandma's milestone.
That's special.
Incredible.
That's special.
Oh, Craig,
You're not
you
gonna
have the
beat that
Monday
one.
feels over there.
Yeah, that was sweet, though.
Pretty sweet, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah, look
does
at
have
that.
a
Look at
heart.
that.
No, wow, my mom
I told you it wasn't so bad. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That hits home.
Super
All right.
sweet.
That's what the boost does.
Yes.
That was a good one. Guys, coming up, I guarantee you won't cry during Pop Star Craig. We've got a concert surprise from Ariana Grande bringing her Wicked co-star on stage. We're going to have some of that fantastic new duet for you coming up in a little bit. But first, we'll do a quick check of your local news weather and these messages.
Oh, Craig.
Tissue. Give him a tissue.
It's 8 o'clock on today. Coming up, tragic loss. This morning, an investigation underway into the shocking death of actress Hayden Panettiere at just 36 years old, inside her life and career.
IDTS. No thanks.
As the tributes pour in, we're live with the latest. Then, day in court. Luigi Mangione confessing to a judge and sharing new details in connection to the murder of a top healthcare CEO. The details just ahead. And vacation mode. We'll tell you about the summer sweet spot for group travel. Why now is the perfect time to fit in one last trip with your friends and family on a budget. All that, plus Leslie Mann live in Studio 1A.
Hey, you guys.
A trip down Abbey Road. And tongues out.
The one and only Jenny Lou.
The newly crowned world's ugliest dog joining us live today, Monday, August 17th, 2026.
Visiting from Greenville, South Carolina. Marion, Indiana.
Leland, North Carolina.
Sturgis, South Dakota.
And Minneapolis, Minnesota.
We are celebrating our 80th birthdays.
Sending love to my sister.
Hi, Emily. Hi to our dad, Pueblo, Colorado.
Samantha's heading to college.
At UW Milwaukee.
Happy birthday, Maddie, Peggy, and Kay.
Good morning, Jamie.
Family girls trip to the Today Show.
Yeah! welcome back to Today on this Monday morning. So happy these folks, some of them have been standing out in the rain for a bit, ponchos and all. They were undeterred, Chanel Jones.
Hopefully the rain holds off for a bit. It's kind of been off and on throughout the morning, but as you say, it hasn't stopped them.
It hasn't stopped them. We're going to go outside and say hello in just a bit. Chanel in for Savannah on this Monday. SG will be back tomorrow. It's a busy one. Let's get right to your news at 8 o'clock. We're going to begin with that breaking news overnight. The sudden death of actress Hayden Panettiere, the star of hit shows like Heroes and Nashville, found unresponsive at her South Carolina home. NBC's Steve Patterson joins us now from Los Angeles with the very latest. Steve, what do we know this morning?
Hey, Craig, good morning to you. We learned about the actress's passing through her father, calling it, quote, an unimaginable loss. She was one of those stars we watched grow up on screen from Remember the Titans to Nashville. Now suddenly an investigation is underway as a young woman's family mourns.
This morning, an investigation is underway into the shocking death of actress Hayden Panettiere. Overnight, police in Greenville, South Carolina, saying they responded to a report of an unresponsive female, later identified as Panettiere. She was pronounced dead at the scene, authorities not yet providing a cause of death. Overnight, her father calling her tragic passing an unimaginable loss, writing she was an incredible light and a force of nature.
But you're still weak on the left side.
Panettiere was a working actress most of her life, first stealing the spotlight in Remember the Titans.
Why do you dress so weird? Ow.
Single coolest thing to happen.
But it was 2006 when Panettiere shot to global fame in the hit NBC show Heroes.
This is Claire Bennett.
As a high school cheerleader with healing powers.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Stopping by today to talk about the phenomenon.
I think it's such an incredible collaborative group show.
Later, she took the role of an ambitious young country star for 6 seasons in the musical drama series Nashville, earning 2 Golden Globe nominations. In recent years, Panettiere was open about her personal struggles. She became a mother in 2014 with her then partner, professional boxer Vladimir Klitschko, later giving him full custody of the child after 4 years, recently sharing that she'd been struggling with addiction and postpartum depression.
That's why I turned to substances, because the anxiety that I started having the panic attacks that I started having.
Now, Hollywood remembering the young star, Viola Davis posting a moving tribute, writing, "I wish the world had more time with you."
Overnight, the Greenville Police Department says it was originally an acquaintance of Panettiere that called 911. The department says a preliminary investigation hasn't indicated any signs of foul play or suspicious circumstances. Guys.
Okay. Steve Patterson for us there in Los Angeles. Steve, thank you.
Classes get underway today at Virginia State University, just 2 days after a shooting outside a residence hall that left 5 people wounded. Police say the alleged gunman, 19-year-old Cameron Harris, was found hiding in a dorm room closet on Saturday afternoon and taken into custody. Harris, who is not a student at the school, faces a list of charges. There's no word this morning on a possible motive.
Well, now to Luigi Mangione, who pled guilty in federal court to stalking charges, telling the judge how he carried out his plot to kill United Healthcare CEO. That development prompting questions about what type of sentence he could get and whether Mangione's state murder case will proceed. NBC's Sam Brock joins us now with more on what's next. Sam, good morning.
Craig, Chanel, good morning. Within minutes of Friday's hearing, wrapping up, Luigi Mangione's legal team filing a motion in state court to have his second-degree murder charge dismissed on the basis, guys, of double jeopardy. While that outcome is far from clear, the development in federal court was undeniable. The person at the center of a multi-day manhunt telling the judge how he killed healthcare executive Brian Thompson and then taking multiple digs at the healthcare industry in the process. Luigi Mangione had his day in federal court, pleading guilty to 2 counts of federal stalking in connection to the murder of Brian Thompson and confessing to the judge on the morning of December 4th, 2024, "I shot Mr. Thompson in Manhattan and he died. When I did so, I understood that my actions would place him in fear of death or serious bodily injury." Mangione's prepared remarks included details that he used a 3D printer to make part of a gun and posed as an investor at a firm managing over $50 billion in assets to learn the whereabouts of the United Healthcare conference. His words stunning the courtroom filled with members of Thompson's family, including his widow Paulette, who wept when she saw Mangione and his mom. The open plea means there was no deal with prosecutors who promised to pursue a life sentence.
The result achieved today now allows our office to seek the maximum penalty allowed, life imprisonment, which, as I've conveyed to Mr. Thompson's family, is what we intend to seek.
The Thompson family sang in a statement afterwards, the guilty plea marks an important step toward justice for Brian and for our family, adding, now we look to the court to ensure that sentencing reflects the severity of this crime. Mangione is set to be sentenced for his federal crimes on December 18th, but he's also facing second-degree murder and weapons charges in New York State Court in a trial slated to begin September 8th. His attorneys immediately filing a motion to dismiss the state case on the grounds of double jeopardy.
It was a single tragic event, yet he's being prosecuted twice for the same conduct.
And while the fate of that state case remains unresolved, his confession in federal court was crystal clear.
The days of Luigi Mangione saying, I didn't do it, pleading not guilty, are over. If the state trial does go forward, he'll have to raise some type of defense that actually concedes that he committed the crime.
Now, the Manhattan DA's office says that they are prepared to argue the state case, but are waiting for clarity on federal sentencing. The federal judge here could certainly sentence Mangione to life behind bars. She told the court she's going to be factoring a lot of things into that decision, including his words, the pre-sentencing report, and the probation report. And guys, to be clear, the Thompson family said in their statement they do want the New York and Pennsylvania cases to proceed. As for that double jeopardy question, it's going to be up to a state court judge to make that decision, and we'll find out potentially in a matter of weeks. It could be longer. He just recently suffered a death in his family, so it's not clear how that's going to affect the proceedings moving forward.
You were there for hours on Friday. I watched your coverage. A lot of folks surprised by what went down in that courtroom.
It was a stunning sequence of events, to say the least.
All right, Sam, thank you.
Sam. Dramatic video from an apartment fire in Berlin shows a woman jumping to safety to escape the roaring flames. Look at this. You can see the woman sitting on the edge of a window on the 11th floor, the fire raging right next door there in that apartment. You see the firefighter trying to align the rescue basket 2 floors down. Then she lets go and lands perfectly inside the basket. The rescuer right there to catch her. Incredibly, officials say she only sustained minor injuries. In all, 25 people were rescued from that building.
That's one of the many reasons we love firefighters.
I was just about to say.
All right. Mr. Daly, what you working on in Popstar, bud?
Oh, it was awesome, man. The heroes right there. Guys, coming up, we're calling all kids and parents. We've got a first look at the Bluey movie heading to theaters with some very notable changes. We'll tell you what we know coming out.
Okay, but first we're highlighting a benefit as we enter the final weeks of summer. Christine Romans will show us why it's the perfect time to fit in one last group trip and how to make it more affordable right after this.
Hi, Chelsea, it's me. What was the Phases of Life Friends thing again? I think I'm going to do it this weekend. On Nantucket. Okay, Henry and I are heading there now.
We are back with today's consumer, and if you're looking for a getaway like the ladies of the 5-star weekend, we have just the thing.
Well, the end of summer is a great time to squeeze in one more trip with family, maybe friends, as prices tend to drop in mid-August. But of course, group travel, well, it can get complicated for a variety of reasons. Luckily, NBC's chief business correspondent, Christine Romans, she knows the best ways to navigate things. We'll talk about some of the potential awkwardness in just a moment. But first of all, just how should you even go about budgeting for one of these trips?
Well, look, first, it's a really good time of year to do it. Better temperatures, better prices. Maybe you've dropped off a kid at college, and now you and your friends want to go off for a long weekend together. So this is a great time. But the most important thing is to budget for this. Do you know that Experian tells us only 1 in 4 travelers actually figures out how much it's going to cost and what they're going to spend. So that can leave a lot of surprises and awkwardness down the road. Maybe do a group pulse check. What do we want to do? Do we want to go to a spa? Do we want to go to, 5-star hotels? Do we want to do really expensive dinners, or a combination of that? So really figure that out and price out the estimated costs. Don't forget Ubers and cabs and airfare and all the things it's going to cost, including tips and maybe exchange rates if you're trying to do a quick weekend somewhere overseas. So know the number. The budgeting is the most important thing to make sure that you're not going to have have surprises and hurt feelings down the road.
So with that said, then what should people think about after they start their budget or do their budget as they start planning?
Right. So sort out the responsibilities. Maybe one person's in charge of dinners. One person is in charge of daytime activities. One person is in charge of figuring out, how you're going to get there and where it's going to be. Consider packages and all-inclusive. There's no surprises there. Everybody pays exactly the same. And you don't have, I like these really expensive cocktails and so doesn't drink. And then suddenly you've got these, discrepancies and asymmetry in the whole thing. Book early, monitor prices in case prices come down so you can get some travel credits to cover for that. And make sure to build in optional activities. And what I mean is, if everyone's going to a fancy spa and Susie can't afford it this year because, her kid's in college or whatever, then maybe make sure that somebody's planning optional things like hikes or just using the spa facilities and not doing the expensive facial. Or maybe it's, 4 hours of reading time on the beach instead of, so the people can opt in and opt out of things that might cost more money. And be aware that people are in different life phases too. So Craig has to have a 5-star hotel, but maybe I'm going to have to go camping. No, I'm just kidding. I like 5-star hotels.
I was going to say, you don't strike me as the type that's staying in a, budget in.
I don't camp.
So let's say you don't go the all-inclusive route and you take one of these trips and you're there. You've got to figure out how to sort of divvy things up. How do you handle the expenses while you're on the trip?
So you take turns, right? I'm going to get lunches.
Say it again slow.
Take turns. You're going to buy this dinner this night. You're going to buy the cabs. And keep track of everything. My sister-in-law and I do this a lot, where we put it in a notes app. We take pictures of the actual receipts for everything that's being paid, and we try to settle it up really quickly. So include tips and exchange rates. You can use Splitwise, TriCount, and Split My Expenses. That's especially if you're trying to be real careful about what you're spending at dinner and your friends aren't. If you use one of those apps, you pay just for what you ate and drank.
Oh, that's
You're
good.
not splitting somebody else's dozen oysters that you didn't have any. So that's like a nice way to do that. And again, I think that at the end, if everybody is taking some responsibility and making some of the payments, not one person is in charge of footing the whole bill. And I would say,
unless you're traveling with Al Roker.
Does he foot the bill?
Well, that's a source of contention, but usually yes.
He's a generous guy. I'll say he is a generous guy. So you don't want to hurt feelings. You don't want people to feel like they've had to spend more than they really want.
That way you know what you're getting into when it's time to settle up.
And also, you can say no. And a lot of young women and men are going on multiple bachelor and bachelorette trips. And I feel real bad for some of our young colleagues who are like, this is my 6th trip this summer for the same person. You can say no. Put all the expenses in one place. Look at your notes app and your friend's notes app. Divide it up really quickly. You can also make a spreadsheet if you really want to get super nerdy. But I would say, just get it out of the way as soon as possible.
God, I bet you are a great trip planner, trip organizer.
I am, it's the inner journalist and producer in me. I really love to produce a good trip.
God, I wish you were in our family. Thank you.
That was good.
Oh, Mr. Roker, by the way,
it's
been a while since we've been able to say this.
Come on.
Do you remember
Carson Daly?
Of course,
pop star.
We're all like,
it's in my
talk
blood.
to us, Carson.
Hi. First up, we got the Beatles for you. They are the latest music icons to get the biopic treatment. Last year it was announced that Harris Dickinson, Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, and Joseph Quinn were taking on the roles of the Fab Four. And we've only gotten just a few brief glimpses to the project, but the boys were spotted this weekend in London recreating a very famous piece of Beatles history. Of course, the Abbey Road album cover, the actors seen there in costume, strutting across that crosswalk as the cameras captured the moment of that famous 1969 photo. There's going to be 4 different full-length movies for this Beatles project.
Jeez.
That's cool.
That is one, of course, for each member. They're slated to arrive in 2020.
All 4 going to drop in
All
the same year?
4 are going to get there. I don't think they're going to drop in the same year.
Oh,
but
okay.
That's when they're slated to start.
Wow.
We'll see how they roll them out. But yeah, they all get their own movie. Next up is Ariana Grande, the pop superstar, currently in the middle of her Eternal Sunshine World Tour. Last night, she played to a sold-out crowd at London's O2 Arena and had a special surprise in store for the audience, bringing out her Wicked co-star, Cynthia Erivo, to duet this heartfelt song from the movie.
Each other.
Aww.
They really care about each other, I think.
Yeah, definitely. During the movie, they were quite friendly. And Those interviews were interesting.
Why are you laughing, Dylan?
Because I know what Carson is saying.
You know what I'm referring to.
Yes.
Good to see them together on stage, though. Ari played a total of 10 shows at the arena before concluding the tour, so who knows who she's going to bring out next. Next up, and speaking of sold-out shows, Noah Kahan, the Grammy winner, played his biggest headlining performance this weekend at the Rose Bowl Stadium in Pasadena, California. And to mark that special occasion, the New England native brought out the Midwest Princess Chapel Roan to duet one of her songs fitting for that location. All right, Noah told the crowd there in Pasadena that was the first song he ever heard by Chapel and made him fall in love with her music.
That's cool.
Nice little onstage moment there. Next up, are you ready for Bluey?
Yes.
The beloved children's show is coming to theaters. The animated Australian Healers movie debut is going to feature new adventures with Mom, Dad, and Bingo. And a first look has dropped.
Yes.
Are you ready to see big screen Bluey? Here we go. Roll it. What happened? There's controversy on the couch about Bluey. Girls?
We're so used to seeing it.
He's
in
a different.
cartoon
Bluey
form.
looks different, and I think
Actually, is she?
Oh, she.
Yeah.
Why do
I don't know. I always think it's a boy too.
Bluey looks different, and I think people are up and
they want the same.
I don't have a problem with
We're
it.
Bluey pure.
Chanel, do you have a problem with it?
You know what? My kids aged out of that, so we didn't have the Bluey.
I'm right
days.
on the tail end of Bluey.
I think it's a little more
You
unrecognizable.
get what you get and you don't get upset.
That's right.
What happened to
Right.
that?
We're still
You
going to
got
go
freaking
see
Bluey
it.
on the big screen. Not good enough?
Either way, it's going to make $1 billion.
When we were young, we watched Yoda be like a puppet. There was like a person in there.
That's
So,
right.
like now he's CGI and nothing's even happening.
That's right.
Bluey's got to evolve.
Yeah, it's got to just be glad he's on the big screen.
Fine.
It's fine.
All right.
I
It wasn't our opinion.
All right, let's keep it moving. The Bluey movie hits theaters a year from now, so we have a year to argue this. Great. August 2027.
We rest our case.
Next up, Kristen Bell, the A-list actress, is playing ball this
I
weekend.
saw
Did you see this
this.
clip?
Yes,
That's great.
I
She joined the
loved
Savannah Bananas, known for their theatrical twist on the game of baseball. They do so many fun, cool things. Kristen was there to help deliver some of it. She revived her character, Princess Anna from Frozen, before finishing out the medley with a classic song and dance.
It's cute.
It was so good.
I mean, the Savannah Bananas thing that's happening with them
Blowing up.
is extraordinary.
It is.
How big they've become and what they do and how they've structured it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't that long
genius.
ago. It was just like this localized little
joke.
thing.
Exactly.
It's incredible.
I just think there aren't a lot of things where you can get a family affair, good, clean fun. It's like we talked about Nick Bargatze earlier.
Exactly.
People appreciate
It
it.
might win Time Magazine's Person of the Year. I get the Savannah Bananas. All right, quickly, we got to finish here with Yelp is out with its second annual Best Stadium Eats list. Whether you're heading to a concert or sporting event this year, here's an exclusive look at the best foods across the country. Want to see which stadiums made the top three?
Yes.
All right, well, coming in third place, you may take a trip out west here. That's Petco Park in San Diego. They've got some game day grub that includes these fish tacos that the boys are bringing out. Ooh, birria egg rolls.
Whoa.
Interesting. Second place, should you go to a game or a concert, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
The runner-up there taking pride, and they have $2 hot dogs and $5 beer. God bless people in Atlanta.
Wow.
You still go to
That
a
looks
game.
good.
You get killed for the expensive tickets for the game, but they are keeping the food prices down. $7 for a dog and a beer. It's genius.
That's great.
All right, let's keep it moving. The top spot in our own backyard, City Field. This is in Queens, right behind us, just a couple miles. There's 37 new items on this year's menu across 27 different vendors. They've got Pig Beach Barbecue on that menu, loaded cornbread, all kinds of good stuff if you go to check out the Mets.
we're in.
Congratulations. Yelp's
We're
website
eating.
has the full list.
Delicious.
We're done.
Cornbread?
All right, just ahead, we're marking the first day of school. Stay with this.
Back at 8:30. Back on a Monday morning. Giving some extra camera time to these happy faces here on the plaza because they've been doing some rain. Sit out in the rain. Wow, 40 years. Happy anniversary to you. Happy birthday. Happy all the things.
You know what? We are going to meet, and we just met Ginny Lou inside. We have the winner of the world's ugliest. There's Ginny Lou. Look at the pearls on Ginny Lou, everybody.
I just asked her if his tongue gets dry, because it's always a question.
Well, it's raining. We won't know for hours until the weather clears up. But the fourth time is a charm for Ginny Lou, because this adorable pug finally won, and we can't wait to spend some time
By the
with
way,
Ginny.
she's a beautiful little pug.
Yes.
She's cute. You love a little
The pearls really help it. Yeah, I love pearls. Plus, Leslie Mann is also talking about she's cute, too. She never fails to make us laugh, and her new comedy, Spa Weekend, is no exception. We're going to sit down with her in just a bit.
She's the most fun. Okay, on the fourth hour, we're going to chat with Broadway trailblazer and two-time Tony winner Kara Young. She's starring in the reimagining of Whoopi Goldberg's iconic 1984 solo show.
Plus, we're going to meet the former NFL cheerleader behind an empowering workout for moms. It's called Stroller Bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to give it a try, Jenna.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Uh-oh. Did you see that?
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
He came over for breakfast because he's your new boyfriend?
Yeah, he came from his house, drove over to our house because he thought it would be fun to have breakfast with us, so he drove his car from his house to our house to have breakfast.
Because he likes breakfast so much.
I love breakfast.
Oh, how cute is that? Don't you miss that? We're back with Leslie Mann alongside her real-life daughters, Maud and Iris Apatow, and the 2007 classic Knocked Up. She's been stealing our hearts and making us laugh for 30 years now. Look at this. And legendary comedies like The Cable Guy, This Is 40, Funny People, and, of course, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Well, now Leslie is joining an all-star cast in the new film Spa Weekend, playing a woman eager for a much-needed escape after juggling family, work, and everything in between. Take a look.
When's good for you?
Okay, let me look. Let's see here. So I can't do this weekend, and then my son has soccer playoffs, and my dad is getting his hip surgery. I can try again. July 19th.
You mean 3 months from now?
I literally was watching at home last night saying, go on the date. Hi, Leslie. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Congratulations on this project. I told her off camera, I think this is so relatable, the friendship dynamic in this movie. It's laugh out loud funny. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer for me, but I can ask you the question. When you read the script, what did you think?
Well, I was so excited to work with John Lucas and Scott Moore, the directors. They wrote The Hangover. They did Bad Moms, and I just have always wanted to work with them. And so I was really excited about that. And it is like the comedy that everybody is asking for. Everyone's like, where
It's what we needed. And the girl cast.
This is it. And then it also has a little, my daughter Maud watched it, and she said it has a sprinkle of mom porn in it.
Okay, I didn't.
Which is fun.
But you know what? It's like just enough to be okay, so we don't have to feel. That's the thing these days. Can we talk about your rock star cast? I love Michelle Buteau, Isla Fisher, Anna Faris. What was it like for the four of you together filming this?
I found myself just like, which is a terrible thing to do as an actor, but kind of like sitting back and like falling out of the scene and just watching them. Because, they're so entertaining, so funny. And then we just had a blast, at work and also outside of work.
Well, you know how you know when a movie is good? Because when it's over and you sit there and you wait for the credits hoping there will be like a little extra tidbit and you guys did the bloopers.
Right.
So I can tell the chemistry. It seemed very genuine.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Tell me, you know, we were talking about this a little bit earlier this morning. You filmed this in Australia, which I'm sure was beautiful, but I heard there was a pretty serious cyclone.
A cyclone?
Like, for real?
Yeah, I didn't know what a cyclone was. Do you know what a cyclone is?
I mean, I just picture, like, look at this.
It's, yes.
But you're smiling.
Well, that was just outside of the hotel in a safe space.
Oh my
gosh. We weren't supposed to go outside. It was like whipping people up in the air. The walls in our hotel were, like, the windows were shaking.
Oh my gosh.
And some of the windows blew in. It was scary.
It was scary.
But it was fun because there were some other productions shooting there at the same time. So we all kind of gathered, all the actors
kind of got to bond a little bit
and played games and
cool.
just kind of stayed safe together. Yeah.
Well, the whole theme of this movie, you know, in my mind, you have all of these women who are all busy in their own rights at home, but they're able to kind of come together and just get away and enjoy the sisterhood and the fellowship. In real life, we all love your family.
Thanks.
We just showed that clip, you know, at the top of the interview. We just watched that adorable clip with them. I want to play this clip that we found from 2012. You were talking about having your daughters on set. Listen to this.
They kind of run things if they you know, disagree with Judd and they don't want to do what he's telling them to do, they won't. And if they get you know, have a sugar crash and want to take a nap, they go take a nap.
Does it seem like that was just yesterday, or does it feel like that was like 15 years ago?
Both. It feels like both, but wow, that's so funny because Maude is, I mean, they're still like that. They still are running things.
But now, I was just about to say, now she's running things on set. She's making her directorial debut, right?
Right. She did her first movie, Poetic License, and I'm lucky enough to be in it.
Look at that.
And yes, and that was just the best experience of my whole life.
I love that. We should mention your hubby is here, and I've enjoyed watching him watch you during this whole...
Really?
Well, hello. Well, good morning.
I feel like I'm the mom porn for this segment.
No. I don't even know what to say to that, Leslie.
I don't think so.
It just means what ladies like.
Oh, there you go.
In a movie, in a segment.
I mean, but the two of you must be so proud. It really is a family affair, and you're all so darn likable.
Oh, thanks.
You have a good thing going.
You. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Before you leave, I want to tell you, I was reading this morning, you recently met the Pope, Pope Leo, in Rome.
Yes.
What was that like?
Incredible. He invited some people from our business to have a talk with us and kind of, I think, like, get us in line. And he talked a lot about hope and spreading hope. And then I got to meet him, and I said, so nervous.
Well, I always wonder if you, like, plan what you're going to say. I mean, you're meeting the Pope.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, my mind went blank. As I was in line to meet him, I was just blank. And what I said wasn't that good, but it was sincere. I said, hello, I'm Leslie, and I'm here to spread hope. And he said, okay, we will do it together. And then that was it.
Look at your smile.
Yeah, it was a really special moment.
Well, you're spreading hope, and you're also spreading laughter, because this movie, I told you, it's kind of what I needed. I didn't know I needed it last night, but it was good.
Thank you.
It makes us
I'm
laugh.
so happy. Thanks.
Congratulations. I should say Leslie is back with her co-stars coming up in our third hour, and you can watch Spa Weekend in theaters on Friday. Oh, Craig.
Oh, Chanel. Up next, we've got a Shop This list from Chassis Post loaded with new finds, including a few items perfect for the tailgating season. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back at 8:47 with a special Shop This list featuring a roundup of exciting arrivals from Target. That's right, Target, as some call it. Here to show us what's new and notable, Shop Today fashion and lifestyle contributor Chassis Post. And you know what to do. Scan the QR code, bottom of the screen. And here's the thing, you can get everything that you see with just one click by scanning the QR code below. Welcome back, happy Monday.
Good morning, and first up, we've got a $6 solution for frizz and flyaways.
Hate frizz and flyaways.
I know, and this is a new product from e.l.f. So this is their 3-in-Wonder Magic Styling Cream Wand. And I got to tell you guys, look at this here. It is a magic wand, really. It looks like mascara, but you can see here, there's our producer, Cassidy. It smooths all of your frizz. It slicks down those flyaways. It's great to style your edges. And what I like about it is it's just a really light, flexible hold.
$6?
Yeah, and it's just $6. And I mean, throw it in your bag and go.
Well, e.l.f.'s
So you
also
can,
a solid brand, too. This is a new product.
Okay, yes. So this just hit the shelves 3 weeks ago, Craig, and I'm already obsessed. So this is the Go Pure Instant Eye Lift Serum. And say goodbye to under eye bags, because this is designed to depuff and lift and tighten under eye area in just 5 minutes. And look at this before and after. So this is our producer's mom. She's wearing no makeup. So this is before she put on the serum, waited just 5 minutes. And I mean, look at that.
Wow.
That's pretty incredible.
5 minutes?
Yeah, so the brand says it's powered by their own biotech and microalgae. And get this, it also reduces the look of fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes and the forehead.
No Botox needed.
No. So this is about $30.
This might be my favorite item of the morning.
Okay, this is
Perfect for
so
tailgating.
cool, right? So this is a portable car refrigerator, but it's also a warmer. And yeah, you can strap it onto your car seat, but also it's got a little strap and handle. So this can go anywhere, Craig. And so check this out. You can fit everything from, 12 cans to 8 liters.
Yep.
And I mean, it goes down to 32 degrees, but if you're using it as a warmer, it goes up, to 149
burger in here.
degrees, right?
Little
So that
hamburger?
keeps your food nice and warm.
By the way, it is warm.
Right? And this is so great for tailgating, for sporting events, for snacking, burgers on the go. How great is that?
That's a great burger,
Isn't
too.
it? And you will not believe, and it's AC and DC plugs, and you will not believe our deal on this. So normally this is over $200.
Yeah.
Today it's on sale for just $75.
That's a good deal.
I mean, get ready for tailgating.
That's a good deal.
Okay, so next up, if you're looking to upgrade, your bag for the season, this is going to be your everything tote. This is a new drop from Wild Fable. First of all, it is light as air. Second of all, right? This looks a whole lot like a high-end designer bag that we all know and love, but it's $25.
A lot of space in it, too.
Tons of space, and it's made with this really rugged, great shell material. So it goes with everything. You've got 3 colors. I love it for work, but it's also great for the gym, you name it.
And last but certainly
not least, right? So this is the perfect shrug. So a shrug is great when you're chilly. You just throw this on when you don't want the full bulk of, a jacket or a sweater. And this is also new from All in Motion. And what I love about it is it's got an open silhouette. It covers the arms, the shoulders, and the back, but it also moves with you. And I think this is great. You'll see a photo here. I mean, I styled it 3 different ways.
Look at you and your shrug.
I know, but what I love, too, is it extends the life of your summer wardrobe. So I threw it on with a sleeveless dress where you can wear it with athleisure, your jeans, you name it,
shrug
Craig.
3 ways.
Same shrug.
Well done.
3 ways.
Well done,
It's
Chassie.
a great transitional piece.
Thank you, thank you. To shop these items and more finds from Target, all you have to do is scan that QR code, or you can also go to today.com/shop-this-list. And by the way, Today makes a commission on purchases made through our links and QR codes. Up next, the lovable rescue pug who just claimed the coveted title of world's ugliest dog. Yes, there she is. But first, this is Today on NBC.
This year's world's ugliest dog is the one and only Jenny Lou. Yeah! There she is. There she is.
Wow, we're back with one of our favorite moments each year, the crowning of the world's ugliest dog during that Sonoma County Fair out in California.
So here's the deal. The contest promotes pet adoptions while celebrating the imperfections that make all dogs special and unique. And as you saw, this year's honor went to Jenny Lou.
Jenny Lou, the champ, is here. We are happy to have Jenny Lou with us this morning, along with her owner, Michelle Grady, and of course, NBC's Gade Schwartz, who served as a judge this year. Fourth time you've done this.
Fourth time, I love
so
it.
here's the thing. We don't think Jenny Lou's ugly at all.
No, neither. Well, that's because you guys are not judges.
Okay.
The World's Ugliest Dog competition. Hold on. Let me just point your attention to the intricacies of Jenny Lou's face.
Well,
you see, this eye is much larger than this eye, and you only see that when she stares longingly into your eyes. And then this tongue
Ooh, you're
is
touching
not,
it.
oh my gosh, you guys should have seen it. I took my family to the World's Ugliest Dog competition,
Yeah.
and my son Rio asked, he's like, can I touch her tongue? And then he started almost like milking the tongue. Yeah, and Jenny Lou just loved it. She is so chill. Out of all the dogs, she is on best behavior every single year. It's
Well,
crazy.
she has this quirky personality. What's she like at home?
Well, I mean, she can be calm and cuddly, but a lot of the time she's looking for things to get into. She loves purses. She loves
Me too.
She loves mirrors.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to spend more time with Jenny Lou.
I have a million questions.
You sit back for the third hour.
The tongue retracts.
Third hour, right back after this. Quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
Poke it back in.
I can't.
More Jenny Lou.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.